your hand to Dr. Irene Cezarь.
Thank you very much for the invitation. The title is Remote Management of Biosystems based on the shape of chromosomes and diffraction, grating, and focusing genetic information. We are standing at the greatest turning point in the history of humankind called quantum leap. Quantum leap technologies allow us remote management of biosystems, climate and geophysical processes, and unlimited access to energy and resources. The systems management superior to global artificial intellect. Quantum genetics plays the leading role in quantum leap since quantum technologies are operator-based, meaning that operator should be one with the quantum non-locality in order to operate quantum technologies. The following presentation on quantum genetics is the result of my research from the mid-1980s and the research conducted by the Soviet Institute Energy, the largest scientific center in the field of quantum leap technologies in the USSR, which was founded in 1937 with 5,000 scientists and which was privatized in 2000 as the Institute for National Security. Genome is an exclusive trade and marketing agent of the Institute for National Security in the field of quantum leap technologies applied to health and rejuvenation. In August 2012, I co-founded the consortium Magic City with the Institute for National Security for building self-sufficient cities with the help of Russian quantum leap technologies. In August 2012, I also formulated the implication of the holographic principle. This implication theoretically explains the possibility of remote management of biosystems, which was already conducted by the Institute for National Security in 1990s. In 2013, I co-founded with the Krasnoyarsk research group the Quantum Biointernet for the remote rejuvenation via distant laser signal. At that moment, nobody in the world had commercial offering of remote quantum biointernet via laser holography. The Krasnoyarsk group itself was operating only by locally applying laser holograms recorded via lasers upon solid material of DVDs. In the 1980s, I formulated a hypothesis that holograms function as wave crystals, which fold the signal due to polarization. Thus, the holographic signal is a folded signal. The process of folding creates refraction and focus. In 2014, I extended my 1980s wave crystal theory to the geometrical objects of chromosomes. The same gene gets expressed in dysfunctional individuals by acrocentric chromosomes and in functional individuals by metacentric chromosomes. Until now, nobody was able to explain why. I claim that chromosome functions as wave crystal according to the laws of geometrical objects in holograms. Chromosome of a given person is a non-local, unique wave matrix that focuses genetic information unique to this individual, while his, her, own unique scalar wave diffraction grating. Thus, chromosome is a structural, geometric code or shape that has holographic nature, allowing for the remote management of biosystems by laser polarized holography. As of today, in Moscow, Wave Genome, as an exclusive marketing agent of the Institute for National Security in Moscow, offers the remote laser management of biosystems, quantum genetics engineering of individuals with enhanced physical and psychic abilities, cure of incurable diseases as the protocol of rejuvenation, and dramatic extension of lifespan based upon the application of the holographic principle, quantum biointernet, and mastering the geometric code of chromosomes. The objective is to build a matrix city that is the self-sufficient human settlement of the quantum leap era, where enhanced man in enhanced environment can have enhanced life of any lifespan he chooses. The objective includes, first, creating banks of wave matrices for every living creature on this planet. Second, creating matrix city zones where individuals receive all their supplements and medications via e-drugs and i-drugs from the matrix city based upon subscription model. Third, cultivating man with enhanced physical, intellectual, and psychic abilities. The polarized holography is mainly based upon Russian research, especially upon the research of Nikolai Kozyrev and his so-called Kozyrev mirror principle. The structural genetics by Alexander Govich, as well as upon the toroidal torsion research by Anatoly Akimov and Gennady Shipov. In 2002, some information got leaked to the West when two researchers of the NPO Aura, which was the part of our institute, Peter Garyaev and George Tertishnik, who didn't have clearance and full access to the research, have brought a laser to Toronto to demonstrate remote management of the artificially induced diabetes via the laser signal at a distance of 20 kilometers in the rest of the same genetic line. But Garyaev and Tertishnik didn't have access to the digital pharmacy of the digitized bioholograms of healthy bodily organs and physiological systems aka digital cell, and could not diagnose wave matrices. The technology was classified at that time in Russia and got declassified only in 2008 and is still classified in the West. Theoretical foundations of quantum genetics. There are three major facts about our universe crucial for our ability to make the quantum leap. First, the universe is 93% energy, various waves from finite to infinite, and 7% particles. But even particles are simply the concentrated energy. Second, the universe is holographic. Third, there is the structural identity on all the levels of the universe, from the micro levels to the macro levels. Holographic principle. The holographic nature of the universe means that it is entirely contained in its every matrix point. Since the universe is holographic, we can record, transmit, and receive only holographic information. Implication of the holographic principle. The implication of the holographic principle states that if entire universe is contained in its every matrix point, then every matrix point is not simply different from any other matrix point, but is unique. If we have an exact copy of the unique, non-local wave matrix, we can send information instantaneously through quantum non-locality from one copy of the unique non-local wave matrix to the other copy, to any dimension, any planet or galaxy, to the past and to the future. Institute for National Security has conducted the first in the world official and public remote lowering of blood sugar in a diabetic car via the laser signal at the distance of 20 kilometers for the American Diabetic Association in 1999. It is clear that the existing model of human genome is not correct, since it cannot explain 98% of DNA, calling it junk DNA. Thus, genetic engineering based upon cutting and pasting of identifiable 2% of DNA is doomed for failure. Only the holographic wave genetics based upon chromosome geometry can explain the difference between functional and dysfunctional individuals and promote the advance in genetic engineering. The Przevalsky horse and the domesticated horse have absolutely identical DNA from the biochemical point of view. And the only difference between the wild Przevalsky horse and the domesticated horse is that their homological genes that have the same function have chromosomes which have different geometrical structure in the wild horse and the domesticated horse. The wild horse has acrocentric chromosomes and the domesticated horse has metrocentric chromosomes. The difference between the acrocentric chromosomes and the metrocentric chromosomes are in their geometric structure. Here we see different kinds of chromosomes, but the major chromosomes are acrocentric on the left and metrocentric on the right. The chromosomes consist of two chromatids combined together in the X form and so having a swastika cross shape. The two chromatids intersect in the center where they exchange their genetic material. Metrocentric chromosomes are the egg-shaped chromosomes with two arms that are equal in length. Acrocentric chromosomes are chromosomes with two arms that are not equal in length, meaning they exhibit gross asymmetry. The acrocentric chromosome has the center which is not symmetrically removed, so for the same distance from the two ends of the chromatids. The outcome is crucial, since such a geometric shape does not correspond to the laws of the geometric objects. Such a geometric shape literally cannot get the focus of the zero center. One can compare this geometric shape of the acrocentric chromosome to the shape of the myopic eye, which gets the focus off the retina and so cannot properly function. Chromosome out of focus results in the malfunction of the entire organism. This example is a proof that organisms are getting information, the holographic signal, via the zero center of the wave crystal based upon the laws of the geometrical optics. If the laws of geometrical optics are violated, the organism cannot get the focus of the zero center of its wave crystal and so cannot get the holographic signal. This accounts to the inability to get the essential information for development and functioning. It is apparent that if we will be able to achieve the more coherent geometrical structure of human chromosomes, we will be able to produce a Superman with enhanced abilities without the need for cutting and pasting genes from the extraordinary human specimens. And in fact, apes differ from humans in the same way as wild horses differ from domesticated horses. Genes in apes, which are homologous to specific human genes, differ from human genes only by the structure of their chromosomes. Human chromosomes are metacentric, while the homologous genes in apes have acrocentric chromosomes. The same is true of humans with Down syndrome. Human cells have 46 chromosomes consisting of two sets of 23 chromosomes from each parent, that is 23 pairs. Each cell divides in the ovaries to create the egg cells during mitosis. Each egg cell has 23 chromosomes. The same happens to cells producing sperm, so that each gamete of the sperm has 23 chromosomes. Either in egg or in sperm, the 21st chromosome can cause the Down syndrome. In healthy individuals, the 21st chromosome divides, but sometimes due to age, stress, disease, or medication, the 21st chromosome doesn't divide. This results in the split of 46 parental chromosomes into one set, which let's say has 22 chromosomes, and the other set which has 24 chromosomes. This means that one of the eggs or sperm have two of the 21st chromosomes which are stuck together instead of just one. That is, one of the eggs or sperm has one extra 21st chromosome. After sperm combines with such an egg, this results in 3 21st chromosomes instead of healthy 2 21st chromosomes. Humans who get extra 21st chromosome get Down syndrome. Humans with this extra 21st chromosome have biochemical imbalance. For example, they have extra hormone production in their brain, which prevents them from normal development of intellect. Modern medicine exhibits the total lack of understanding of why the 21st chromosome sometimes fails to divide during mitosis. Only the structuralist genetics is capable of explaining this malfunction. The reason is that the 21st chromosome is acrocentric. This implies that this chromosome is initially structurally defective. Because it lacks the proper geometrical structure of the crystallized torus, the 21st chromosome is incapable of its own focusing the zero center of its wave crystal. As a result, it doesn't get access to the zero energy, to the zero center focus in order to divide. That is, it fails in its function. But the most important in the case of the 21st chromosome is that in healthy individuals, the 21st chromosome does indeed divide in a proper way. This can be explained only by the phenomenon of the structural phantoms. In the systematic whole, every its part is functionally necessary for the existence of the whole, and the existence of the whole is functionally necessary for the existence of its every part. The functional necessity is cemented structurally, geometrically, based upon the laws of actuality and potentiality. Some parts can be still potential, that is not yet actualized. Nonetheless, the potential parts of the wave crystal are needed for the focus zero center of the wave crystal as much as the actual part of the wave crystal. I call the potential part of the wave crystal as the structural phantom. Quantum biocomputing operates the structural phantoms. That is, in quantum biocomputing, we do not transmit information per se, but its structural phantom. Specific structural phantom literally materializes in the wave crystal, changing the geometrical structure of the wave crystal in a specific way. The change in the geometrical structure has crucial consequences for the biochemical content. For example, resulting in the quality and quantity of produced hormones. So in the case of the 21st chromosome, the structural phantom of the other metacentric chromosome produce such an influence upon the 21st chromosome that it becomes capable of normal chromosome division. The acrocentric chromosome in strong individuals gets tuned to the zero center of the metacentric chromosome, while the 21st chromosome itself structurally lacks the ability to focus its own zero center focus. This is the ability to produce its own spherical torus and then crystallize it into the wave crystal. So in the case of the 21st chromosome, the center is actually formed by the influence of the metacentric chromosome. It is impossible to create the model of a systematic whole by adding parts one by one. The systematic whole is holographic, that is, it contains the entire universe inside. Consequently, the systematic whole has the infinite component besides its finite component, since the universe is infinite. Our ancestors expressed this idea in their concept of the unity of macrocosm and microcosm, or the unity of cosmos, polis, society, and the soul. Delusional ideas of transhumanists are based upon their lack of understanding that a human is an uncreated and indestructible wave matrix and so has infinite potential. The chromosome geometry changes the nature of the external signal from linear to holographic. Third, by torus polarization, by the change of the spin in the integral toroidal fields of DNA. Second, by reflection of any external linear signal upon itself and creation of the scalar standing wave, diffraction grating, which neutralizes any external signal. The high point of the forward-running wave is neutralized by the low point of the same wave when it is reflected upon itself. Third, by refraction of any incoming signal towards the zero center of the wave crystal, which functions as a focus similar to how our eye functions. Quantum leap technology, applying knowledge of the chromosome geometry, is called Polarized Holography and is based upon application of stabilized Helium-Neon Lasers with internal mirrors. These kind of lasers are capable of creating holographic signals. Analogously, our bones are capable of producing stem cells only because the shape of the bone is analogous to laser tube and is capable of changing the nature of external signal. Information wave technology of the laser bioholography is radically different from the digital homeopathy and bioresonance technology, though it is also based upon the wave-particle duality in physics. Cell dies when it goes into bioresonance with itself. Soviets had the psychotronic weapon based upon the principle of bioresonance. Thus, the bioresonance technologies in the West are still widespread simply because they cannot do enough harm due to the incompetence to get outlawed. The information is received and transmitted not through waves, frequencies. The information is received and transmitted via the geometrical code of the holograms by refraction. Hologram has infinite number of waves, particles, and fields. Thus, it is senseless to look for a specific media, field, particle, or resonance for the purpose of managing biosystems. Also, the information wave technology of the laser bioholography is not a scalar wave technology, since scalar waves nullify any external signal, and to call the information wave technology of the laser bioholography as the scalar wave technology is to say nothing. Scalar waves are only one element of this technology. Information is not received and transmitted via scalar waves. Scalar waves are simply used for creating the diffraction grating inside the wave crystal in order to reflect the external signal toward the zero center of the wave crystal. Information is received and transmitted only through the zero center of the biohologram wave matrix wave crystal. The information is transmitted from one identical token to another identical token of the same non-local unique wave matrix remotely and instantaneously via quantum internet. Quantum leap technology is based upon the structuralist theory of physics and genetics in which scalar waves are used as one of the structural elements. There are two kinds of parts in the systematic whole. Some parts are finite and proportional to the systematic whole. Other parts are holographic, that is, they contain the entire systematic whole within themselves. The parts that are proportionate to the whole are used for the amplification of the external linear signal, unfolded signal, so that it gets fully involuted or reflected upon itself by the scalar wave read. We receive information by collecting tokens of objects, geometrical codes by eyesight. After we collected the copies of objects in our brain, we are instantaneously reading the information remotely of these objects even if we do not see them any longer via our eyes. There are two systems of the Quantum Holonet. One is the instantaneous information transmission between multiple copies of the same unique non-local wave matrix. Another system is the instantaneous information transmission between two unique non-local wave matrices. All unique non-local wave matrices are parallel to each other, that is, they inherently possess privacy and inalienable individuation. This puts limits on their interaction and exchange of information. In order to transmit holographic information between two unique non-local wave matrices, we need to use the identical structural code. For example, in the late 1970s, the USSR Medical Center at the Rocket Research Center was able to transmit morphological information of stem cell programming from pregnant goat to pregnant rabbit and vice versa, so that the she goat gave birth to a little goat with rabbit ears and the she rabbit gave birth to a little rabbit with goat horns. As a result, we can create any genome and even remotely and transfer all drugs into electronic and quantum internet form. As of today, the Institute for National Security in Moscow and Wave Genome offer the local and remote management of biosystems and individuals via the following protocols. First, via electronic digital drugs, digital pharmacy. As of today, we have 300 drugs in this form, consisting of digitized bioholograms of wave matrices for every healthy bodily organ and physiological system, and including electronic drugs, additional upon subscription, of which more than 300 are already created, including e-Viagra and i-Viagra. Second, via remote laser signal, i-drugs of Quantum Biointernet, and third, via chip structured on nano-level via laser. Thank you very much.
Any questions? Do you want a microphone?
Oh, sorry. It's okay, dear. Hello. I'm Kanchana from Joseph University, and I am not in this field at all. I'm in the field of teaching English. But this research is very interesting. I would like to know that what the findings of your research project can make contribution the most. I can see that many things that this research make contribution, and it is amazing, I would say. Physics is out of my field. Can you just simply say that the contribution that can make to the humankind?
Simply, we are right now at the beginning of the next high-tech wave. The progress goes in waves. So it was dot-com wave, Bill Gates in the 1990s, the wave. Now it's coming the next wave. You see? And what will happen? Big Pharma will build digital drugs, electronic drugs, and remote drugs, which will be quantum biointernet, and Google glasses and Apple watches with other devices based upon biofeedback. So basically what they want to control their customers via biological feedback. They want to control their DNA with Google glasses and Apple watches. But they can't, because they don't have the technology. Only Russia right now has this technology. It's specifically Russian technology. And it's declassified. It's the rate of commercialization. So Russia right now is at the forefront of the quantum leap. And at the St. Petersburg International Forum, Economical Forum in June, President Putin and President Nazarbayev made an announcement that if this wave is coming, this is precisely Putin's words, if this wave is coming, it's better to manage it, to control it, to head it, you see. So this means that they will actually transfer, this is a transfer basically of the classified dark secret Russian psychotronic weapons research into the field physical rejuvenation, health, etc. And the point with this technology is that it cannot go hard because it filters by the holographic principle, you see, is balanced by the infinite higher energy, you see.
Thank you very much.
The topic of your presentation is excellent. What I would say excellent. I would like to know that in the future, this kind of knowledge can make a contribution to the treatment of incurable disease such as cancer or heart disease.
Well, as of today, there are no incurable diseases. You see, there are no incurable diseases as of today.
So yes or no?
There are no incurable diseases. All diseases are curable. Cancer is curable. AIDS is curable. Diabetes in type 1 is curable.
And my second question is that now our lifespan is 120 years. So the knowledge of this can lengthen the lifespan.
In the institute, in the 1990s, this institute for the national security had a journal. They published a journal which was called Thonburi. And they had a private club. They guaranteed to every member of the club that this person would live to at least 2 months. It was 1990. So we can extend lifespan.
It is in the area of physics.
Yes, you see, this is holographic. Quantum research is holographic, means that it concerns all aspects of life, including social life and other aspects. You can live in the adjacent society and be healthy. So it concerns all the aspects.
I'm not so clear about holography. I'm not in science, I am in social science. But what do you mean of holography?
Holographic is the quantum physics term. It's quantum physics. I didn't create this term. It's an existent term, quantum physics. It means that universe is entirely in its every matrix point. It's a quantum physics term. It means the simultaneity of all dimensions. So the matrix has all the dimensions, the infinite number of dimensions. They are parallel to each other.
Based on the finding of your study, is it possible that new medicine can be produced?
Yeah, it's produced right now. We offer generators, aware someone. This is mini Tesla generator. It's a chip inside the pattern. It's a certified protection from psychotronic weapons. It was any harmful radiation, and it actually makes your chromosome center and focus. It's structured on the nano level via the laser, and it was produced for the first persons in the state, military commanders, special forces, Olympic team, and diplomats. And it uses the healthy sample of your chromosomes. For example, placenta or navel blood or just the photograph. Laser records the holographic signal of your healthy chromosome.
Okay, thank you.
And then it gets digitized. And then the digital copy is used to form the chip on the nano level. This technology is not available anywhere else.
Because we have limited time, so it might have any interesting question. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Irene Cezarь, and thank you for the questions. Because we have